Okay, hi everybody, David Fogel, back with you, CEO of the Symphonina Foundation, back with another Symphonina Foundation podcast. I'm starting to laugh as we do this one because we've had a great warm-up with Eri Nakamura, Anna Williams, two-thirds of the Neave Trio. Pleasure to meet you, Eri. I have met you before at a Grammy listing thing last year, very
That's
briefly
right.
though.
Yes.
So, but I'm sure you've been busy playing and doing more Grammy listing, maybe back in New York recently or something. And I'm
Yes.
hoping to get to watch you guys maybe in Los Angeles. I don't know what your schedule is, but it's just a pleasure to have you both on. Anna, you were on before, so second time for you, which makes officially you are a friend of the show.
Can't keep me away, David.
FOTS for you.
Yay.
Yes, that's right. So, but since you have been on the show before, I would like to start with Eri and ask Eri, piano player here, how did you meet Anna?
Well, we met in Massachusetts, Lenox, Massachusetts, when we were teaching in this chamber music festival for adults, amateurs. And we just happened to be there at the same time. And that was about like 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
We met there and we were just talking, and I found out about the Neave Trio, and they were just, going through a member change. And I was like, huh, what? And because, like my dream was to be in a piano trio and concertize, record and have a concert, have concerts. So I was like, that's like a dream. And that everything worked out since then. And it's been 10 years.
That's great. If it were a cartoon right now, I was hearing someone knock on the door. That would be opportunity. So,
Yes, it's really like that. Yeah. I got so lucky.
Oh my God! Now, where is Lenox, man? I'm not. I have been to
Lenox,
Boston many times. I've been a little
yeah.
bit around Massachusetts, but Lenox doesn't ring a bell. So where is that?
Lenox, Massachusetts is where the Tanglewood Music Festival is.
Okay.
The city, yeah, Western Massachusetts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very beautiful green area.
Definitely. I've driven through there on my way to Albany one time, from Boston to Albany. I think it was Worcester to Albany. I don't know. It was like 6 hours of driving through those wooded areas. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was an amazing environment when we met, and we clicked.
Over Hot Fudge Sundays too. I've always
Over
like
Hot
that's
Fudge
like
Sundays. Yeah, don't leave out the details, Eri. We need Anna for the details here. That's
Oh yes, that's right. Ice cream was very important.
very important.
Eri, how'd you get started on the piano? Did you start young?
I started when I was 4.
That's young.
I have 2 older brothers, so they took piano lessons. So there was upright piano in my house. So this was only in Hiroshima, Japan. That's where
Okay.
I grew up, and I came to the States when I was 15 to Michigan. But so my mother thought, oh yeah, like why not? Eri should start, because I guess I started playing just by ear, by hearing them play, and I guess I was as tall as the piano. And then and I really liked it. I really liked playing the piano. I didn't like to practice, but that's how I started, and I just kept going while my brothers quit. They didn't really really like it so much. And so I stuck with it, and then I guess I didn't really know the other choices of instruments.
Really? Okay.
There was only piano for me. So
Okay.
yeah. I stuck with that.
Well, when there's only piano, you better concentrate on that then, right? Because
That's right.
that's all there is. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I liked it.
That's good. Did you know you were going to be, at the highest levels of piano playing when you were a kid? That was your aspiration at some point? Did it change from like I don't really want to practice to I have to practice to I'm enjoying this practice? How did it go?
Yes, definitely. So I do have a record of my school essay at age 8.
Okay.
Because I had a really good mentor that I knew in Japan, a very, very famous pianist who was a judge in her own competition that she had in Hiroshima. And I really liked her playing, and she always made me feel something. Really touched me, and I always wanted to be a pianist like her, who really speaks to the soul and just very intimate, personal, and just moves people. And I mean, for me, I think that element was already really, really, I thought, the highest level, maybe at age 8 or 10. And I know it's up there. But yeah, I really aspired to be like her, and without knowing that, I would meet my colleagues and really do this.
Yeah. When you finished high school, where did you go to college?
I went to San Francisco Conservatory Music in San Francisco. Before that, I was in Michigan, the Interlock in the high school. I came for that high school from Japan.
Okay. All right. And remind me then, when you finished, did you go on to graduate studies? I don't know that. So
yes, I did. Yeah, I did master's at Yale University.
Okay, and that's in piano performance, or
yes, piano performance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody who's got a graduate degree in performance, I just like bow my head to.
Yes.
So it's very challenging. So congratulations,
yes.
Anna. When you met Eri over Hot Fudge Sundays, what were you thinking?
Well, I mean, I think I was. I mean, obviously, I had heard her play, and that was part of. It wasn't such an innocent, meetup over hot fudge. I was like, oh, hi,
Someone's got a motive here. Okay, yeah, okay.
It wasn't totally agendaless. So yeah, I the sort of warmth in her playing, I already had been really drawn to, and as had Misha, and we just sort of had this instinct of like, I wonder what that would be. So yeah, I mean, I was hopeful that it would work out, and then we did that whole thing of like, well, like, do you want to, maybe we should find a time to, it's a little bit like a first date of like, do you want to, should we meet for, how about should we like play a little, should we meet up a little? So it's a sort of a little bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a dance, and then we found a time to meet and read some music. And I think we all remember so distinctly how, like, that first time we drove to Eri, who was at Bard at the time. Eri has the most incredible pedigree. She's like, any amazing institution, Eri has studied there. So there you have it. I'll say it on her behalf. There's more than she listed. So she was at Bard at the time. I hope that's okay that I'm saying Eri.
Yes, please.
And,
too late now, Anna.
Like, talking about the tea. I'm like, and then she did this and that. But we came and we read some Brahms, and we all felt this sort of sense of what we've later described as like a sense of home. And then it just so happened that Brahms was the thing that we were nominated for a Grammy for.
Yeah.
So it was it's been very special.
Very special, yeah, for sure.
And you get to tour a lot, so you travel together, or how do you go? Do you just meet up wherever you go, or do you get to?
Oh no, we
time?
travel together.
How do you do it? Yeah,
we fly together. We drive together many hours with Aiden, their son.
Yeah,
we're best friends, and yeah, all the time. So we are always together. We're really close.
It's wonderful.
As friends too.
It's wonderful. So. Well, you have
a
new album.
Go
ahead, Anna. Go ahead. I don't want
to
preempt your story with your album. Go on.
Oh, no. I would just, whenever students ask about like what it's like or whatever, I just say, you just want to make sure that the people that you're with are people you'd want to see at 4 a.m. at the airport when you're,
yep,
bleary-eyed, and that's the case.
Yeah, we don't want anybody breaking up the band here, so
you're right.
It's good when you're happy to see someone at 4 a.m. at the airport. That's good. You have a new album, La Mer. So Eri, tell us about. I know Anna had a chance to tell us about La Mer, but let's hear it from you. What's La Mer all about?
La Mer. So, well, of course, the title piece is the La Mer, but we compiled the program that really reflects and go together with the scenic feeling, this immersive feeling of the ocean. And it sounds like how it starts with it has this what do you call it, like rolling waves in the beginning that really reflects the feeling of La Mer, and we thought that was such a great pairing. And then Melbournese's Soar and Matan, that really has this sparkliness and this water, the feeling of the water, and just like we thought the program would really create the experience for the audience, that really this immersive feeling of the ocean.
Yeah, and it's all beautiful. Had a chance to listen earlier, of course, after I was interviewing Anna. I wonder when you're preparing for playing it, when you're rehearsing, all those kind of things that go into making the final production, sort of like, when you go to see a play and you see what's on the stage, but you don't see what's behind the curtain, and you don't see all the rehearsals, and you don't see all the screw ups and all the everything else that went into it, and all the right choices too. We don't have to focus on negative things, but if you guys can give a little insight to me and our listeners about what it's like when you prepare to, how you choose things, how you prepare your rehearsals for them? How critical are you? Do you have other producers involved saying what they think? How does it work for you?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
sorry, Eri, yeah, you go ahead.
No, you start first.
Well, there's various stages. So when we're actually recording, then of course we're in the beautiful Potton Hall, which is so tranquil and just sort of like I don't know. It has this sort of, it's almost like it's idyllic. It's just like this beautiful paradise where we're of peaceful calm, and our producer's there, and that's of course more of collaborative in that stage. But that's when we've already brought sort of our group ideas to the table. Before that, when you're exploring the piece together, of course you want to have your own ideas of how you can bring it to life on your instrument. But it's a lot of play. It's a lot of like literal play, obviously playing and then playing
Yes.
in rehearsals where you're like, well, what is this like? And what is this color here? And what if we tried this way? And if you, like if we're going for this image here, I think this album in particular was so exciting because there was this sort of, like Eri was saying, this sort of overriding, I should say, sense of visuals. And so that was deeply inspiring, of like, well, this could sort of be like the crest of the wave or the ripple on the water, so playing with those kinds of images, and then how could we translate that into sound in service of what was on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
Eri,
rehearsals were
go ahead.
very sorry. Yeah, we're very silly, and we it helps that like all three of us are very visual people. So like we talk about color, as you said, color and this like the light, how it feels, and yeah, we talk a lot about color every time. And these rehearsals, like I'm sure if somebody sits in there, it must be, we're always laughing. We're trying, of course, we're very critical of each, our playing for like each of us are. So it's like having three coaches, but really like we're very similar in taste, I think. Of course, we have, like different opinions, of course, but we always try everybody's ideas and very collaborative, I would say.
I
But
think
Well,
we
you
have
very
have,
similar
silly.
values, similar musical values that we're
that's
Very.
good. Yeah, I
yeah.
was going to say you have three people, so you have a 2 out of 3 majority. But if you have a producer, it's 4. You could have a tie. So then you're
That's
then you're
right.
then you're stuck. So yeah. So how do you break the tie? How do you do it when like one person thinks one thing and another person thinks another thing?
Well, we try, and we're just honest about how what it sounds like. So I
Mhm.
think we can tell which one works maybe the best for us
Okay.
together.
Well,
Not
I
too
think
many
there's also,
disagreements then.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, no disagreements, David, especially since Misha and I are married. There's never any
One
never.
vote.
disagreements
I
at
see how
all.
this works now. Okay.
No bickering
Yeah,
or
you
anything.
get 2 votes. I get it.
No.
Right. Yes. I
But also,
understand.
I would
Yeah.
say that, we come with the understanding of like, we're on each other's teams, like we're
Yeah.
each other's biggest fans. And so it's not in any way like, well, you blah 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 blah. It's like, well,
Right.
I think even it could be even, but wow, that was great. Also, what if we did this? And I think one piece of advice we were given back long ago was this idea of, give whatever, give the idea that has the most sort of passion behind it. Don't disregard it just because it might not be yours, of really giving it the full efforts, because it could not to say it even has to stick to one solution. You could try it one day this way, the next the other, and finding that sort of middle ground where people are excited about it and where it feels true. And I guess not feeling kind of stuck as like it has to be this way, that it's an evolving thing. And
Always.
even when you're recording, it's that thing of, it's a snapshot in time. So, you might come back to the same repertoire in 5 years or even less time, who knows? And you might say, oh, I want to do this totally differently than we did on the recording. That it's a living, breathing thing. It just happens to be that sort of snapshot in time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you're recording, do you go back and listen to the recording yourselves and say what you think? Do you let the engineers and the producer handle that? How do you view your role in that?
Well, in the beginning, when we run through, we listen to it, and then we make notes ourselves, and then
Mhm.
many times we all ask like, so what do you think to the producer? But we just kind of make notes, and we know what to do kind of
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, I think also we have a deep trust with our producer, Jonathan Cooper. We just love him, and again, we've worked with each other, have been lucky to work with each other so much that we do have the shared understanding of what we're kind of ultimately going for. So yeah, to Eri's point, we'll be listening, we'll do a run through, take notes. He'll sort of share his general thoughts, and then we'll go back and then we'll do more specific. This needs to be done. This needs to be captured. We need to fix this, etc. But it's such a deep trust that, that's kind of what makes it possible. We definitely don't have time just with the amount of repertoire. It's only a couple of days that we use to record, so we don't have time to listen to everything ever. So you have to have that trust in your producer and your set of ears that's taking it all in.
Yeah, and if your producer's not also your audio engineer, then your audio engineer too, because I'm not that familiar with recording for strings. I just trust everybody else who's doing strings to do it, but piano I'm a little bit more familiar with. And I will say, even, in the same setting, sometimes on different days, it sounds a little different, even if you have the same setup. So you kind of have to find that spot for that time. At least I've had to. I don't know about for you guys, but there's a little patience that comes with trying to find out how your best performance can be best recorded and then best produced.
Totally.
Yeah. Where are you off to with your next performance?
Where are we going to?
That's a good question, I
Oh,
think.
California. We're
Okay.
going to California in October, and yeah,
what's the date and what's the date and the place, and maybe I can get there. Where are you gonna
Oh
be?
my gosh, where is it?
we are going.
I'm so bad at this. I never know where we are.
Is it El Dorado in California?
This is where I wish I knew your
October.
tour schedule ahead of time. I could have just told you where you're going.
Yes, I think, isn't it Stockton? Yeah, I think we have concerts in California October 5th and 7th.
Okay. So during the Grammy voting window, you're going to be performing, and maybe in Stockton, maybe somewhere else. We don't really know for sure, but
I think El Dorado. Yeah.
Okay, so that's well, hopefully we can get some people to be aware of your performance and come out to see you. What are you planning for 2026?
We're excited. We're gonna have we've recorded another album, and that's gonna be coming out. We're making our London sort of official debut at King's Place. We have a new team that we're really excited about working with. We're still in residence here at Virginia Commonwealth University, which has been wonderful, touring across the country. Getting to do more of what we love. So we also have a premiere of Jennifer Higdon wrote us a trio. We're super excited to premiere it, and more performances of our dance project Rising, which features composer Bob Sirota and Pigeon Wing Dance, and that's around the idea of rising sea levels. And it's this beautiful experience that, again, I guess we're on a ocean theme here, but lots of stuff we're excited about.
Eri, when you're traveling on these tours with Anna and Misha and the 2-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah, you must have some time to yourself, I'm guessing.
Yes.
What do you enjoy doing?
Oh, I love I love walking, running, doing yogas. Yeah, I think we have such nice relationship that like we know when to really retreat and be together. Yeah, I have my alone time, walking around or just meditating.
Yeah, and you get to explore whatever city you're in, I'm sure. What do you like to do when you're exploring?
Museums. I love going to the museums. I love finding galleries, coffee shops. That's very important. Good restaurants. I love finding good food everywhere I go.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, wow. I like European. I love French, like bistros and those kind of things. Beautiful food. I love. Just it's like music, beautiful plating. I really enjoy.
I was going to ask you if you've ever been inspired to compose something based upon food that you've eaten, actually.
Oh my goodness. I wish I could compose. No, never. I have never.
You never composed?
No, never.
Oh, then I asked a good question. Okay, so
yeah,
so
love
do you have a desire to?
I'd love to be able to arrange things.
Uh-huh.
Actually, my desire is to be able to play jazz piano, maybe in my life sometime. I just admire those jazz pianists so much. Just sit down, just music comes out of their heart. I feel like I'm always looking at things, and I feel very critical of myself, just trying to play something. This.
Yes. So, Eri, I can say, as someone who's played both sides, right, jazz and classical, but not at your level and not at the level of the jazz piano player who I'd like to be. But I did play professionally 16 years at the Catamaran Hotel twice a week, playing jazz piano from 1994 to 2010. So I can say I've done it.
Wow.
I highly encourage you to do that on your spare time. So when you're walking around and you found the bistro and you found the food, find a piano somewhere, wherever in a hotel somewhere, and kind of just sit down and see what happens. And
wow.
pick an easy chord progression for you, whatever it is, and then just start noodling around, see what happens.
Just start doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm scared, but yeah, I would love to.
Well, my guess is if you do it in a hotel where where the piano might be open, the worst thing that could happen would be you revert to playing Lemaire. and that would be still pretty darn good. So I think you're safe, really.
You know what? Next time we're at Heathrow, there's that piano right by. There's a little piano that's there. You can practice there.
I could do it.
Airport pianos are great. Absolutely. Yes. No,
I do.
Highly encourage that. Absolutely. All right, Ariana, we're gonna send you off to Stockton soon, wherever you might be going. Eri, it's great to meet you. Anna, good to see you again. Again, the album is Lemaire. It's up for classical and chamber and small ensemble. As we were saying, it's the only category that fits. So that's where it is. And we encourage you to listen and enjoy it. And Eri, if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do so?
I guess Neave Trio at gmail.com. We all get the email. So
Neave.
Neave Trio.com.
Yes. Anna, is that the best way to get in touch with you also?
NeaveTrio.com, NeaveTrio at gmail.com. Sure. We're also on Instagram, Facebook. We're not on TikTok because we need a young person to show us how that works.
Yes.
So anyone who wants to, please be in touch.
You have a 2-year-old, just wait one more year. It'll be all clear. So.
Oh yes. We'll be turning my pages.
Yeah, exactly. Though you need that. That's right. We're going to listen to some more of your great music on the way out here. And as always, if we can do anything for you at the Symphonina Foundation, just let us know.
Thanks a million, David.
So much.
So great seeing you again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.